New Mexico is known for one of the most beautiful landscapes and beautiful sunsets, and it's all thanks to the biodiversity that we have in our state. Here are a few examples. The Mexican gray wolf, the southwestern willow flycatcher, Chiricahua leopard frog, the Jemez mountain salamander, and many more. Unfortunately, most of these species are at risk of extinction. Why is this happening? Habitat loss is due to agriculture, urbanization, deforestation, resource extraction, and release of pollutants or pollution. But many other factors can go into this. Humans take most of the responsibility for habitation loss, as many of these factors are caused by humans. Some counter-arguments include, we don't need to save endangered species, extinction is part of evolution, humans do not need to interfere with the Earth's natural processes, and therefore environmental regulation is unnecessary. The Earth's system is not as fragile as the environmentalists maintain, and it is the interest of the economy, and more specifically, job creation. These are arguments that are made by the other perspective, saying how we need to do all of this harm because we need jobs and we need more creation for our human life. But we are not the only people that live here. There's animals here too, there's plants, many other diversity is in our planet, and especially New Mexico. And without this biodiversity, we wouldn't be able to survive. But we all need animals to live, especially here in New Mexico, since we are dependent in a lot of agricultural systems. We get a lot of our food from biodiversity, from animals, from plants, and this wouldn't be able to be done if the earth hadn't provided it for us and the animals, which are part of that biodiversity. Here's a chart that I included, which has habitat loss, and mining and their relationships with them. We've lost a lot of amphibians and reptiles because of this in New Mexico. It's the one that I found, and it's just really sad to see. I also included a human population and extinctions chart. It goes by population and cumulative vertebrate extinctions, and you can see there's a very clear correlation with the amount of population increasing, which also increases the amount of extinctions, because we are taking more resources, more land to for these people. It is harming a lot of our biodiversity here in New Mexico. And you can visibly see it through the landscapes. You can see a bunch of trash everywhere. Is sad because most of those parts are the more poverty parts of our community, and they don't have the resources to really help get rid of all this trash, get rid of all the pollution that we have created in our state. And it goes unseen because it is in poverty, and many people don't look at it or don't see it, but poverty and the loss of biodiversity is not a good combination, especially because a lot of more low income greatly depend on biodiversity and its resources. So what can we do? You might be asking. As individuals, we can live a more sustainable life by reusing, recycling, using greener gas, using greener electricity, and being more mindful of the things that we consume on the daily. As a community, we can also vote for people who are in favor of the earth, who can pass environmental laws that help protect our biodiversity here in New Mexico, and people, and just have the earth in mind. And that's how we can come as a community together and raise our voice. We can also go to many programs that have the environment in mind as well. There's many here in New Mexico, and I have included some in the citations page. Lastly, I want to say that this is a worldwide issue, and not just us are suffering from the loss of biodiversity, but the whole world is, especially third world countries, the countries who don't have the resources and equipment to get rid of all this pollution that we are causing, and most of it ends up on lands like that, and it's just really sad to see, and it's really important that we make our own step.